Good afternoon, guys. Brent Herman with the Catamaran Company. I'm sitting with my new best friend, Robert Ward. He has a beautiful Lagoon 450, and we're sitting here today to kind of go through some of the unique things. As you'll look around, you'll notice this. This is awesome. This table comes up and is storage, as well as makes a nice table. It's not ostentatious here in the salon. That's just one of the many things that you'll find as you go through the boat when Robert walks you through. Take a look at the backdrop of the nav station. And as we go through, you'll notice just a number of little things like that that really enhance this boat. I'm gonna try something a little different and interview Robert a little bit today. We're standing in the salon of the 450, and this will give you an idea. Robert's 6'1". This will give you an idea of what you see inside here. The vertical windows do three things in the Lagoon. The first is it gives you the panoramic view. Second thing you'll notice, it does give you the headroom. And the third thing, it won't let the sunlight come inside so it doesn't get smoking hot in here. We do have upgraded fans in this one, and it does blow the cool air around, but I'll let Robert kind of walk you through the salon area, kind of share with you the things that he and his wife have done. We can start with the TV of how they mounted it.
So yes, with the TV, so one of the things we want to do is, with everything we've done, we want comfort, but also functionality. So with the TV, obviously you want to be able to watch it and view it, but then when you're not watching it, you want to store it, get it out of the way, you can just turn it, push it up against the wall. So it's not a big eyesore sticking out in front. You don't have to worry about hitting your head on anything.
And super lightweight too, yeah? But you still reinforced it, yeah?
Yep, all there. So it's all good to go. A couple things that we definitely enjoy doing is, some of the small tile work you see around, just help make it our boat. And we definitely opted to have the bar version. Always have a bar, well stocked. One of the things that we did making our own is we upgraded everything to a Victron system. So we have all Victron controllers, all Victron electrical, everything from solar controllers to inverters to color controllers to BVM, your battery monitoring systems.
This is one of those boats that you can actually take out and be off the grid, so to speak. And so when you get with the solar and things as we go through outside, you can purely go off the grid, and that's what people do enjoy.
Yep, and one of the things that kind of makes our electrical system unique, I would say, is that everything on this boat, including the air conditions, run off of battery. Not only do we have a TV, but besides all the windows having custom shades done so that you can have privacy, we put in some mini shades across the back. All right, these pull all the way down, but the greatest thing about these is I also have a projector, and now this becomes my entire television at night. Not to mention, if I'm sitting at an anchorage somewhere, I can make a projector a screen out back and have a huge
very
screen.
Clever. Robert has the party boat.
It's all about Bluetooth technology, So Bluetooth hooks up to the Fusion radio system, indoor, outdoor for the boat, and we can be anywhere and basically watch TV and or have our own party. So in the galley area, we did a couple things to make it more our own. Space and functionality is key. So one thing we did is made a cutting board, actually adapted it with some dowels on the bottom just to hold it on top of the stove, so that this now becomes a surface as well when I'm not using the stove. Of course, I've added a microwave, and one of the biggest things I think everybody needs to have is, of course, an Instapot. Do wonders with those. Added the wine rack for us. There's never enough wine. And then, of course, space and functionality. So another board here. This just becomes a counter space for us. Now, personally, I don't use it as a cutting board because I like to keep it looking pretty, but it is a great prep area, things like that for your cooking. I like having this set up here because if you're cooking, if you are in any kind of weather, you got firm handholds everywhere. You're not necessarily, getting thrown or tossed around. So at our nav station, our VHF radio setup, our Fusion radio, which again covers the entire boat inside and outside, but also have a big display. This is where I do all my coursework at, all my charting. It runs down, I bring out my wireless keyboard, and I can do all my coursework right here through my navigation system that my charts and everything else to determine where we're going next and how long we're going to be at sea. So on the owner's version, one of the nicest things you have is, the owner's side, this entire hull is the owner's suite. Large queen size bed back here. We did tile work across the back for the headboard area as well. Just nice to make it our own. We didn't do a lot of extraneous work in here other than cleaning and making things more functional for us between the bathroom and everything else. So having the owner's version is definitely a plus. I am able to work from home, or nowadays work anywhere. So I do a normal 9-to-5 job here at this station, but one of the nicest things I think about our setup that we opted for is not to have a couch here, that we went for a storage edition. If you're familiar anything with boats, it's all about storage. And having this storage section instead of having a couch here was key for us in our decision making. One of the other great things that we love about having the owner's version, and actually a 450 in general, is each cabin has its own basically ensuite. So you're standing at a door right now that closes off, but then you also have your head sink, another queen size berth basically once you're in. This would be our second guest head. So normally we don't have that many people on board for any length of time, so we actually end up using the shower as a storage area for when we have our long-term items, such as our Costco or Sam's or discount centers that sell everything in bulk. This is where we end up keeping a lot of that. And one of the other things that we did to make this ours is we added a washer dryer. It is a vented dryer, so it actually dries a lot better. And once again, this runs off of batteries as well, so no need to fire up that noisy generator. And this is the aft guest room. Once again, another queen size berth. Mirrors the owner's version, except for having its ensuite right here. One of the things that we added on the boat was 2 back-to-back whole boat water filtration systems. So not only do we have our water maker going through all its filtration to make water, once it comes into the boat, into our water tanks, and leaving the water tanks, it goes through 2 back-to-back redundant systems to ensure that you always have great fresh water.